Uh-oh. What?
What?
What's the face?
What?
What was the face for?
No face.
What was the face for?
I don't know. I don't mean.
What do you... What?
What? We're not live.
Oh, you're hilarious. Oh, you suck. Man, I'm glad that I came in just fine and that was weird.
Oh, that could have been so bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Hi, everyone. We're Comic Burrito.
This is Comic Burrito, a live stream. I'm Todd.
And I'm Nick.
You're also a dick.
We're a couple minutes early.
I'm gonna somehow figure out how you can not sign in as
this is what you get. Yeah, it's what you get for teaching me how to sign in. That's what happens. You were gone, and I was like, and I saw the button up in the corner. And I'm like, oh, what happens if I click this?
Would have sucked to be able to have 2 minutes with the person we're coming up with before we went live. God. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Giggity giggity, Sam King. How's it going? Giggity goo, Nat.
Oh.
How's it going? Oh, and just goo.
Goo. And a woo.
Burrito. Sup, chaos.
You.
Steven. How's it? Hainerine.
Is it the first time you ever heard that joke?
Hey, Whack.
Whack. What's up?
What's up? Yay, friends, indeed. Yay, friends.
Hi. It's Saturday.
New X guy?
Right?
I believe that's a new name. Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And insert. What's up, man? Good evening. You're not on the Twitter. You're here. How's it going?
Not Toodaloo, the opposite of Toodaloo, like the hello.
Lutatu?
Hellaloo?
Lutatu.
Lutatu.
Lutatu. It's Toodaloo, but
how are you?
So aside from Nick being an asshole, how's it going? Aside from you being an asshole, we are missing Nicole. He's dealing with some family stuff, but we're thinking about him, and we're missing him.
Hey, cool.
We wish he was here with us.
We do.
But
it's okay.
But it's not okay, but it's okay.
No, he's got to, yeah, it's fine.
You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. And we're here. I think since we're missing a Cole, we should bring in our drive-thru.
Yes.
Since, oh shoot, not quite yet. I'm not 100% prepared. Damn.
That's right, Wes. That's right, Wes. Right there, right there. That's why we do it, right there.
Aw.
That's it.
That's a terrible reason to like someone the most, Wes. You might be a bad person.
He's the worst. That's why I like him the best.
Yeah, you might be a bad person, Wes, which I don't think you care about.
Is that being an enabler?
We all enable you.
And a little bit.
Okay.
That's okay.
There we go. Now I'm prepared to bring on our Drive Thru Burrito, and it's Greg, the bearded comic bro.
Dude, I've never seen a cooler graphic than that of just me in a little burrito car just zooming across your screen. Like,
that's
if I could put that in my videos, like,
I'll send it to you.
Like, why do you have it? Like, it doesn't matter. It's awesome.
I'll send it to you. I'll put your face on all three of ours, so it's on brand.
He has way too much free time.
Which is funny because I do have too much free time, but that took very little bit. That is low effort work right there.
That's impressive because that would have taken me 20 hours to do. So my hat's off to you.
Oh, thank you. So how's it going?
And it's going well. I can't complain. I guess I can complain.
It's 2020. We can all complain.
I'm on my wife's computer right now because mine crashed. So that was a bummer trying to edit content and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's a bummer.
I'm uploading everything onto her computer and doing stuff like that. But I got some videos in the works now, finally. So, and then Apple hopefully put my computer back soon. So besides that, it's been going great. So.
Awesome. What anything coming up that is exciting?
So yeah, I've got a lot. So the video I'm actually just uploading to YouTube. It'll probably drop tomorrow. Another episode of the Name That Comic Book Character that I've been doing with my wife a lot.
Awesome.
Her problem with the game though is she doesn't know what I know. I have a good idea like what she doesn't know, like which is almost anything. So I can just kind of put anything out there.
It's easy.
And it'll work. But she's kind of like, well, it's gonna be a dud if you get everything. So like a couple weeks ago, she did it where like she pixelated all the pictures for me. So like it was one of those like you stare a 3D image that like, you stare at mall rats all over again, right? Like I can't see anything.
Yes.
And this time she's changing the show to call it a segment now called Who's Fighting? And she literally is just taking like a panel. You guys, this is a sneak peek on the burrito here. I'm exclusive for the whoever really cares about what I put out there. But she's putting out like she takes like a clip like this big off of a comic page, and like you can see two characters somewhat of body parts and things, and I'm supposed to guess who's fighting.
Neat. So, and do you only get the point if you guess both correct?
We don't really have a point
system. But I mean, like, are you only right if you get them both?
Yeah, the problem is though is half the ones she doesn't even know if I'm right or not until
she reveals. So was this right?
I'm like, no, you have to do the research. You got to let me know. I don't know who this character is. So
yeah,
amazing.
There's that. I've got an interview dropping on Tuesday morning for a Kickstarter. Guy who wrote Monster Matador. His name's Stephen Prince. Which, if you haven't read Monster Matador, it's a really cool book. It literally is just a matador who basically goes around and fights like Godzilla style
monsters. Oh, he's like, a kaiju matador,
right? Like it literally is like, what more do you need? And
that's
so
dope. I'm grabbing that.
So it was a fun interview with him. So yeah, just doing those unboxings, interviews like that. And
you do unboxings?
Oh, do I? do. And I know. I
hear you're almost as good as Adrian.
Cole is my only fan on the burritos that likes unboxing videos. So
I hear you're almost as good as Adrian is at unboxings.
Ooh, that's tough because he has his voices. I don't have that. Honestly, I probably wouldn't do as many unboxing videos if people actually didn't like them more than anything else I put out.
Another exclusive.
I'm being honest. I love the unboxing, but I'm like, who wants to watch me unbox comics that they don't get to read or get to own? Like, who would like that video? And
people like it.
People like it, so I do it more often. Like, it's not like I'm buying more boxes than I would just to do it, but I'm like, I was bored one time. I'm like, I'll put one up, and sure, people liked it. I'm like, okay, I guess I got to keep doing this because people watch that a lot more than when I'm working on interviews with creators, like people who write the comics and stuff that we all love and are passionate about. And people are like, man, nope, I want to watch.
I want to see you open a box.
It's the same type of thing. Like, I don't get people who like the Food Network shows. I'm like, unless they're telling me how to cook it, I can't taste it. I can't smell it. I can't enjoy it. Why do I want to watch you enjoy what I can't have?
I love it, but I also love to do it while eating.
See?
Like, I have to eat while watching those, or it's a whole thing. I also have to eat while watching Biggest Loser. Basically, I have to just eat.
He likes eating. It's mostly eating.
Am I not doing something? Okay, I'm eating.
Yeah,
you're the guy who watched Super Size Me while eating McDonald's.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, I needed to eat McDonald's after that. I was like, what the hell? Give me this.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, so wait, we can't get them supersized anymore, or that's like I can.
All I heard from that is just don't do it for 30 days.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I could do that.
It's been like a couple days, so
McDonald's is like, hey, we can't have super size me size anymore. So you order a small and it's like a large size, right? You're like, wait, so I got to get the super kitty size? Is that what happens?
Well, it's the size of a toddler.
It's the child size. It's the Parks and Rec thing where it's like, and then you have the little swallow, but for only 12 cents more, you can have the large.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. We just watched you on This or That on Poser's channel.
I forgot that's what it's called.
Yeah, that is the debate.
If you would have started with that, I would have been there.
I just saw you. We just saw you on the debate over at Poser.
No, that was thanks.
And you came out victorious. Spoiler alert for people whoever's watching this already watched that.
I mean, we blew it up in your Discord like instantly.
It's immediately.
Yeah. So
that was good. That was a nail biter. Apparently, that.
I walked away from that more confident than the votes showed me I should have been.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because 3 out of the 4 votes you got were from our Discord, and we were all like, "What?" No offense to Adrian, I just thought you won it. Like that's what I saw.
Well, and I think it still is, no matter when you do, and it's not a knock at me, it's not a knock at Adrian, it's when you do a debate show. I think there's very few people that understand the process of, I have to tell you my view. Like I have to debate and say, this is what I believe. Like you have to leave your own mindset behind, right? Like you have to, and I think people can't separate like, oh, well, I do think Avengers is a better movie than Dark Knight, so I'm going to vote for that. And not actually go, well, who won arguing the debate more than what do you feel?
That's been my issue when the background stuff has came in. I'm like, but it's not about your personal views, because like I don't personally, like if I had Thanos, just because I think Darkseid is better doesn't mean that my argument isn't the one that, like, that kind of thing. It doesn't matter about your personal views because we're not actually like fighting for our personal ideals.
Well, yeah, because the debate don't necessarily agree with, I
really thinks Endgame is a better movie than The Dark Knight.
No. In the comments right now, you identify yourself.
Because what the hell?
We need to know.
Who did you vote for and why did you think that? Because you are full of it.
Yep, because what the fuck? I was just like, yeah, because that's when you have to separate it, because I'm sorry, Dark Knight's just a better movie. But it comes down to the debate. It's the debate, and it doesn't matter your personal opinion, even though Dark Knight is obviously the better option.
But that's the struggle. Because I mean, it's a struggle for all of us anyways, right? Like it's literally hard to separate our own personal feelings and of what we feel going in, and to really try to go with an open mind of, okay, well, who actually won the debate? And that's what happens though too when you leave it up to a chat vote sometimes too. So I will say props to Poser for understanding that he can't leave it all up to a chat and should have some judges that hopefully understand how debates work and things like that. So
which is why I've been very appreciative of Justin Birch and Rob Boswell, which I do know his name. That was a whole thing because I was just being courteous as a fucking, like, that's what you say is thank you, judges, thank you. And I got blasted for not knowing Rob Boswell, and I'm like, I know his name, but I really appreciate their takes on it because they're writing notes and they're really like trying to take the debate seriously. And when I see them judging, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a fair fight.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I was gonna lose on a technicality to a judge who was spinning around in his chair.
I know, right? I was like, oh no, he's like, just do, and I'm like, oh boy. And that's why, I mean, I was worried about random stuff. That's why these were plastered all over the background of where I was, because I'm like, I will not lose. This is covering anything that could have been incriminating.
It's almost like you had someone that was just like posting that every couple minutes, so it was always in view.
It's weird. I felt like I couldn't do it, but I felt like I needed to reach out to the Burrito Discord and just the entire time Adrian is talking, just type lying in the chat the entire time. Like, lying. Just because, like, if I do it, it's gonna look even worse. Because I was already going to I went into the mindset. I'm like, Adrian's like the nicest guy ever, so I've got to go in acting like a jerk because I'm not gonna beat him on niceness.
Yeah, you gotta go the other way.
I gotta go the full
inner chaos and go for it. That's why I really don't want to lose to chaos, but I also really want to see you guys debate. So I kind of want to have no matter how it shakes, I want to do some exhibitions after this with some of these matchups I want to see, because I really want to see you and chaos debate.
Well, I think what should happen is if that comes up, if that does transpire, and Mo's a fan favorite, so I got to get my Mo to get into that. So that'll be he's got the soundboard.
I don't know how Endgame won.
It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Don't understand.
So I'm sorry, but I'm upset. It's not okay.
if the finals ends up being me and Chaos, Poser will do himself a disservice by not having the Burrito boys debate each other first.
Yeah.
Oh my
warm up.
It'd be so good. I'd be so into that. We'll be like the opening act. Be totally good with that.
Well, I'm down for that.
we could pick we could have 3 different options too. We just need to do like who's better, Image, DC, or Marvel.
Right.
I call Image.
Be careful though. People love their Marvel.
I know. Then you're going against the fan favorite thing and all of that, which is why I want Image. I want that uphill battle. Give me the tough part. I thought Darkseid was the tough pick against Thanos because Thanos has the MCU, he has actual momentum going right now, where Darkseid's not really pop culture. Thanos is a part of pop culture, which that's what I would have relied on. I would have been like, he's a better supervillain because he's in pop culture. Whereas Darkseid is niche. You need to be in comic book culture to understand who Darkseid is. Whereas Thanos is such a great villain. He's known outside of comic books, and he's part of just pop culture in general. And that would have been my take if I was stuck with Thanos. Yeah,
I will say my only thought on that is, let's remind ourselves we are comic YouTube channels, that people that watch our shows are people that actually read comics for the most part.
For the most part.
So they do have an idea. Chaos actually brings up a question. Has there actually been a topic that the more obvious choice hasn't won?
Didn't Lion Cat just win over Pizza Dog?
I mean, that was a pretty obvious choice.
Lion Cat should win over Pizza Dog.
I know.
I will say. I mean, me having Tim Drake as a better Robin over Dick Grayson was close.
But that was also an exhibition match, which was good because that's a tough subject.
It was, and but again, I think the fan favorite there would have won that. Is what won that. So that's interesting.
I just read that and thought should I click it? And I was like, no, I'll be nice, and I'm not going to.
I read it.
And then I looked up and saw you.
I will say that out of all of them, these boys had the toughest one. That was Joker versus the Reverse Flash. What? I remember reading that. I'm like, poor Loston, because that's maybe one of the most iconic villains of all time across genres. And versus a guy who's been on the CW as his biggest mainstay is a CW appearance.
But props to freaking Oscar and Chris, because holy cow, that should have been a landslide of a victory, and it really wasn't. And it really probably, if you were watching the debate, should have gone the other way.
I agree.
And that's no. When I'm saying this, I'm like, I'm not knocking Adrian. I'm not knocking anyone else on there. I'm just saying I was blown away by that one. So
yeah, I think that would have been the upset. Would have been easy to go at
right.
And then Loston would have had that momentum. You win Reverse Flash over Joker, you're going into the next round like pumped. You're like ready to go. If you can win Reverse Flash over Joker, I'd see them go into the finals. Like they're just gonna roll with that.
Yeah, but then I would have felt bad having to beat Lawson Comics in another game show.
That would have made you feel bad.
Now we can just be friends because like now we're still friends, but it's like, oh, he beat us again. Like then,
right.
then it
would have been awkward. Yeah, you don't want that awkwardness. Oh, then we would have actually prepped for Bearded. If that was you guys not prepped, it was just like Oscar's like, all right, let's do this. That is impressive and you lost because you had a Joker short box.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was rough.
That was really tough.
Anyways, this or that, if you guys aren't watching it, it's great. It's maybe my favorite thing because it brings we never interacted with Matt before our debate. So it was our first getting to actually talk with him and see people. And this is times I haven't seen everybody's channel who's been on. So it's been really cool to be like, oh cool, I've subscribed to at least 2 new channels since that happened.
Yep.
This one Greg guy I didn't know about.
Man, don't sub up him.
Which is funny because I did sub you the first night because you were like, I lost a subscriber somehow. I think it's because I said something and I looked over and I was like, oh, my personal's not subscribed. So I did subscribe to you.
It is funny because I have been on this show now twice.
Mm-hmm.
And both times I've lost a subscriber in the middle of the show. So I don't know if it's coincidence or not.
Oh, no. And we have another extra private chat for everybody. So when you come on, we're like, brigade him. Make sure he loses a subscriber or 2 before he goes.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Really, if we can get 2 or 3, that's better.
It humbles me. So, it's good. You gotta keep it.
You need those thumbs down along with those thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, now the burritos, you guys are next week, right?
We are.
And who are you? You guys are against Gorilla Todd?
No, we're up against JB.
JB. Oh, yeah. Chaos is Gorilla Todd. That's right.
Yes. It's going to be a time. Are we allowed to talk about what topic we have?
Sure.
I don't
want to get into details because this is how he watches this randomly and then somehow uses something to say against it. Except once again, I'm on the side that I think is right, which I'm almost pissed off about. Because I keep wanting to be in that corner where I have to debate something. I love debating something that I don't actually believe in and winning. That's my favorite thing. But we are who's the best Misfits group? Not the band, because it's the band, obviously. But best Misfits superheroes: Doom Patrol versus Suicide Squad.
I will say what benefit. I don't even know, and I don't. What's going to benefit this argument is they're both in DC.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's comparables.
That's going to be. You don't get that very often, right? You have your your Thanos versus Darkseid. You have your Avengers versus Dark Knight. You have your
Lion Cat versus Pizza Dog.
So you.
Yeah.
If it can stay in people's category, at least if it can stay in their wheelhouse of well, I don't like DC, then it doesn't matter as much. Or if I don't like,
it's the easy, I'm going to click the Marvel one because there it is. I'm a Marvel guy. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I'm pretty excited. I don't think I'm going to say what side we're on just in case. But I'm on the side that I think is right.
I know what side you're on then.
Put it in the private chat. I'll let you know if you're right. That's what he just says when he wrote. Yep. That is correct. Because it's the right side. And it is the one.
Yep.
It'll be interesting. It depends on how people take the debate because I think it's the right one, but I don't know. It's one that you gotta. I think it'll be interesting. So.
Oh no, it's gonna. And JB is not a slouch.
No, yeah, he could win that. He could win that.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm ready to lose.
I feel like I'm the most impartial because I'm I'm comic burrito, but at the same point, I'm not part of the debate. So it's like,
yeah. Thankfully, he believed our side is better.
I'm like, I don't know, what side are we on? And they're both like, we're on this side. And I'm like, but I don't know.
If we would have been Thanos, he still would have been spamming chat dark side.
But,
so it was a good thing that we were dark side.
But Thanos is pretty cool, guys. I don't know. He's pretty cool. He's purple.
Nick is smart. I mean, he has won your guys' last top picks the last 2 weeks in a row.
True. That's
true. He only reads 4 books, so he gets
just read the best 4.
Yeah, he reads the top 4 and then he cherry picks the best picks.
Yeah, well, I mean, it takes a lot of skill and knowledge to be able to pick those top 4.
We'll stop reading books like Juggernaut, and then you don't have to worry about doing that.
It's real good. Oh, that's right. Then our picks are the same. I just picked the same top 4. What an exciting day. All 3 of us choose the same. It's just top 3 of the week.
Yeah.
I will say Juggernaut I was not ready for that to be in my top 3 of the week because I'm just not a Marvel guy in general, but I like Juggernaut, so I gave it a go. It's also number 1. I'm a sucker for a number 1. And I did enjoy it. I thought it was really cool, and I loved the ending. I'm so excited for the ending. Did you read it?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I dabble in Marvel a little bit. I mean, when I got back into collecting, my fandom was DC growing up. Like I was Batman through and through. So when I got back into collecting, I went to Batman and everything there. Yes,
I get you, DC, yo.
So and I dabble in Marvel. Like I do the Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run because it's fantastic. And I'm on Venom and
sure.
Because it's Venom and it's Kate. Like
yeah. What are you gonna do?
But I think those are really my own. I mean, I don't count Star Wars books as Marvel books.
I don't either, which is funny because I do pull Star Wars, but I don't count that as a Marvel book.
So I'm like, oh,
that's so weird. Because when I say what I pull from Marvel, I never say Star Wars. That's really weird.
See?
Whoa.
So I don't read too much Marvel books. It's just I don't have the time. So I'm DC, and I've been really getting a lot of the indie books lately. So.
Oh yeah. Do you care? Oh fuck me. Do you care? Fuck me.
I would rather not right now. So
it's only virtual. It's safe.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Nick's enough Coronas in.
I'll do
it. Do you plan on reading it, Nick?
Reading what?
Juggernaut.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put the spoiler for the end of the thing in our private chat, so then
no. If you want to talk about it, it's fine. I mean, someday maybe I'll put it on Marvel. If like at the end of it, someone is like, "You should read this. This is mind blowing, awesome story." I'll read it, but I don't have any plan.
And
other than at this point. Daredevil is the only Marvel thing that I'm like super interested in because of the current run from Zdarsky.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
fair.
Good. So good.
It's also Zdarsky, so like
he's
worth following to wherever.
That's the first I've read, and just from what I've heard, like it's just always good. So
yeah,
I'll check out previous runs and stuff too.
I had a buddy who sent me the Mark Waid's run on Daredevil over the COVID stuff, and that kind of got me back into Daredevil. And then I called up my shop like June. I'm like, hey, I know this is a random chance, but do you have how much of the Daredevil run? Because it was at like issue 20 or something by that time. And he's like, man, funny you asked. I've got a pull box who hasn't picked up in a year. He's like, yours. I was like,
okay.
There you go. Yeah.
That's dope. Wow. That's serendipity right there.
Right?
Because I
would jump on that. I would jump on that.
At 20, that's not market.
Right.
No. Yeah, that's great.
That's dope. I would jump on that too. And I
do you have any more?
Yeah, right.
I don't think so.
That guy was pulling 3 copies of each.
Yeah.
He was getting the A covers, the B cover.
Any variants, yeah.
Exactly.
He was treating Daredevil like Nick is treating ice cream.
That's all Marvel ever is for me. It's my Marvel Unlimited subscription runs out in like February. Okay. And every year for Christmas, I end up with a little bit of extra money, and it's like, oh, I'll just renew this. And then all year, I never use it until someone is like, you need to check out this run. And then I read that, and it's awesome. But I should read way more of it. What's this?
So Autumnal was a really good book.
Oh, yeah, it was. Oh, it was
there
so
you go,
good.
Nat.
Nat, really good. Nat, it really was good. It was, I love it.
What's your indie of choice, Bearded, right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Besides Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Man, I love Philadelphia, and I love all the token ones of Something's Killing, Once in Future,
Sure.
Alienated.
Yeah. All those amazing books, yeah.
Oh my God, Alienated.
Oh
my God, so good.
I mean,
it sounds like there's a butt coming.
I'm trying to think like what are some of my favorites.
There's only like 12 amazing indie comics going on right now.
Yeah. I mean, I pulled a Scout box, so I like a lot of Scout. I know Poser dropping White Ash. He knows I love some White Ash, and I know I got Cole on the White Ash string.
I thought that was going to be your instant.
It's tough. I don't know.
So good.
Second Coming was one that I really was digging from Ahoy. And I'll be excited when that
back up. Mark Russell.
We're really into that. Yeah.
Yep.
Mark Russell. Did you pull Billionaire Island?
I did.
It's so good.
It's really good.
So I'm liking a lot of what Mark Russell's been doing.
Yeah.
I have on my pull list because after Second Coming, he was like, "Oh, that's ending, and they have something else coming on," and I was like, "Oh, just put Russell on my pull list."
Yeah.
So when he puts something out, I'm pulling that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when the synopsis came out for Billionaire Island, and I'm like, "Oh wait, Mark Russell writing it? Okay, I'm in."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, I can get into it. Like other people, I'd be like, "I'll see how it is."
Yeah,
it's like Mark Russell.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll buy that.
It's like that sounds.
Did you read Spy Island?
I did read Spy Island. So
that's one that I'm most excited for right now, in terms of like minis and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to think. Like I get so many books that it runs through like what I'm excited about. Yeah, Spy Island was really good. And there's so many just good indie books out there that
Oh, it's nuts.
It feels like every week it's like, oh yeah, that one.
Right.
Like,
and you're like, oh wait, that one too.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right, that one. Yeah,
I'm just looking real quick just so I can see. I'm really digging Devil's Highway.
Yeah. That one.
One too. I won too.
Hey, buddy.
He never won.
So those are great. Join the Future was one I've really been enjoying.
Aftershock, yes.
I didn't get into that yet.
That was
the Future.
Yeah,
that was one. You got to join the Future. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot about it, but it's one that I've just. God. Yeah.
So yeah, that's one that I definitely have been enjoying, and I think, without giving anything away, where they're setting it up to go for the second arc, I'm even more excited.
Yes,
because I was excited for it. 5 issues, and so the trade comes out, I think, in November, or end of October.
Yeah,
so something like that, and it's fantastic. So Nat, I see, has said I have not mentioned Ice Cream Man yet. And that is because I have only actually read 2 issues of Ice Cream Man. I am slowly but surely picking up some Ice Cream Man to see if it's the treat for me.
Nick, because you've seen on the Discord everything that Nick has like acquired, I'm assuming his short box of Ice Cream Man at this point. I think that like it was literally just because of that fucking Dr. Seuss cover. If it wasn't for that, Nick would own.
Damn that book,
man! Ice Cream
I
Man.
I love that cover and hate that cover so much.
It cost you a lot of money.
It really has.
The
it really
first one?
has. No, the Dr. Seuss cover. When all of a sudden
the first print, Dr. Seuss cover print.
Yeah. When all of a sudden everybody in the world was all of a sudden like every issue of this is worth at least $30, if not more. Like it was all of us. It was crazy. All of a sudden that book just blew up, and I love it. It's a great book. I don't think it's going to end up as
Kurt Vonnegut's the man.
As crazy as it is now. I think it's going to settle down for sure, which is good.
Oh, I think you're paying double what you would in a year, in my opinion.
Or I think it might be more than that. No, I think it might be more than double. I think it might be more than double. I think number one will hold up.
Probably just because of how limited that is and how popular. Some of these like C covers still going for some money and shit like that.
No, most recent 1A sold for like $206 and for ungraded and
ungraded. It's crazy.
Ungraded. I think that's a little much. I think
that's a bubble. There's no way.
I think if you pay around $100 for issue 1, you could get
slapped for $200.
I think you're not stupid. I think you're not stupid. If you can get issue 1 for around $100, I don't think you're stupid. Other than that, they're all going for too much. But that's just me.
It is an amazing series.
It really is. It's. I mean, yeah. I would just buy the trades though at this point. I mean, I can't stop, but like.
Well, what issues have you read that you're not sure if it's for you yet?
Me?
It's just 1 and 2, or do you have like random issues?
I've only read this Dr. Seuss one, issue 20.
Yeah, 20.
So I read 20, and I read the quarantine special.
Oh, okay.
Those are great issues.
Those are great ones. Which is why then I posted like, hey, what are some ones that I should check out?
Any of them.
Well, basically, it's funny. In Instagram and Twitter, once I posted both of those, it got to the point of almost every single issue of Ice Cream Man was listed, and it wasn't people being funny, but everyone had their own favorites. It was like, 18, 17, 6. So I've been trying to pick up like some people that I'm like, okay, I trust their judgment of what they say.
I love 3. I think it's an underrated issue.
3 is so good. 3.
I love 3.
Insanely, that issue is probably the easiest to find online. I don't know if they just made.
I know. I think it's just because it's not. It hasn't caught with people. But it's my favorite issue outside of 20.
Like, frankly, if they were to make like a Hulu or a Netflix TV show, that issue would be perfect for an episode.
Isn't it already licensed though with Quibi or?
Yeah, it's something like that. Which is a really damn shame. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, if when Quibi is ever a thing, it's a thing. Like that's why the hype is big, because it's a Quibi show. But what is that?
Hasn't Quibi been launched for like 3 months and no one knows what they did?
Yeah, basically, it's not a thing. Like it's kind of a.
So when Hulu or Disney buy Quibi,
then we'll get it.
and that's what the hype of the book is.
Check out Disney Plus to watch Ice Cream Man.
Oh no!
That's an intense concept.
If that was announced, I would probably sell all my issues right now just to get the top dollar.
It's gonna be that'll be it.
Just buy all the trades. I mean, they're fantastic stories and I love them, but that would be just the death rattle for sure.
Whatever, you're gonna go to the Ice Cream Man shop at Disney MGM Studios or whatever Hollywood Studios now.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be terrifying. I would love it. Oh my god, that'd be the creepiest shit. I would be so into it.
You go into it and think it's just like an ice cream shop, and then it turns into like a haunted house horror.
Yeah, you can see like an ice cream cone full of like spiders.
They're like,
I've only read 2 issues, so I know nothing about what else.
You got it. That's definitely what would happen.
Okay.
It's just whatever horrifying thing could happen, but with like a little bit of ice cream. Like that's Ice Cream Man. That's for sure what it is.
Adventure Man is way cool. I don't know where that context was, but Adventure Man is awesome too.
Ryan,
thank you, Steve.
Said that before Nat, I think, responded, or maybe Nat said it. I don't remember.
Sam said it. Yeah.
Is that Adventure Man this week? Adventure Man 4?
I don't know. Just show up, and then I give my comment.
It is. I've not loved Adventure Man.
Thank you.
I liked issue 1.
Yeah.
Issue 2 kind of was for me. I haven't read 3 yet. I haven't read it yet. So
3's good. 3's good. It hasn't been like a blow me away. I've liked it every time. And my kids
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is one of my favorite things, and like this old school adventuring mysticism, 50s vibe, like Art Deco, all of that shit really vibes with me. So it's like I'm very into it, but I also read it and I understand when people are like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like, that's fair. This is really specifically like things that like scratch an itch for me that are very specific. It's not like broad appeal by any means.
The only thing I heard in that was I heard Todd say that his favorite comic book movie was League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery. That was what I took away from that. So
it is a real.
I don't hate it. I know people want to hate it. I don't hate it.
People hate on it, and I get that it's probably that whole like I love BC movie like terribleness for what it is, and it's probably why I like that movie so much because it's not a good film. But I really like the movie.
Speaking of Sean Connery, that's what I would have loved to seen someone do. Like, if they like, who's a better super? Because wasn't Avengers like a better superhero team versus someone?
Yeah, Avengers versus Justice League or something like that. I don't think it got picked, but it was an option.
If someone would have just said like, I'll do Avengers, and then literally just started debating the British Avengers,
yes,
and everyone would be like, what are they talking about?
Oh my god, that would have been the best. Holy shit.
Probably would have won.
Yeah, I would have voted for that. I'd been like, you're going for the Avengers versus Justice League. Good for you. That's a tough fight.
Those ones.
We're talking Uma Thurman and Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, right? I love it. Oh man, if only.
If only.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is a terrible movie. That doesn't mean I can't like it.
Yeah, I think people sometimes
I don't think it's a good movie.
I think people equate like terrible movies for stuff that I still enjoy and I'll still watch. Like I can admit Batman and Robin is a horrible movie. Doesn't mean I don't have nostalgia.
It doesn't mean I don't love it.
Hold on. It's okay.
Hold up. Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. That's all the proof you need to why Batman and Robin is a great Batnips.
I can't say anything for Batman and Robin, but I recently rewatched through all like Batman movies, and like forever, just like it was just that time in my life where like that was where I saw it. So like seeing Forever again, it was just like that was the Batman movie where
it was the one I was first allowed to see in theaters.
Yeah,
because I was too young for Batman. Mom was not going to let me go see Penguin because she heard he bit a guy's nose off. Like,
I was born before Batman came out, so that wasn't going to happen.
It was like I'm watching Jim Carrey's Riddler and being like, I know this is wrong, but I love it because this is just like what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Like,
but I mean, I was it. I was the target demographic, so I was the one that went to McDonald's and collected all those clear cups.
Yeah.
Glass frosted cups, and
I have a set still in my house. I have Robin and Batman. They're my juice glasses.
I don't have one now, but the Riddler mug I remember as being like the first thing. Yeah, that was like the first thing that like I had my own money and like left my house and went up the street to McDonald's and like bought that mug. Like that was one of the first things I ever bought with my own money.
I fell into all those gimmicks. I still have them.
Yeah.
I don't know where my Batman Forever ones are. I still have my Lord of the Rings goblets that I think Burger King. They're sitting right there. I went to freaking during Phantom Menace. I went to Taco Bell, KFC, and what was the other one that was doing it? But there was 3 fast food chains, and they were all doing those cups that had like the
Pizza Hut
that all had the toppers on it. And I was like, every single, and I had the whole set of them all. And it's like, why?
I have the cold suit Batman somewhere, and I don't know where it is. But no, it was because I was a dumb kid and I bought whatever merchandise they were making, and it has it so like you take it off and Bruce Wayne is underneath it, but like his head is on a spring. So like you put the suit over top and it becomes the free suit. You take it off and it's Bruce Wayne and his head pops up and it's fucking Bruce Wayne. Oh my god. He's gonna fucking grab it. I really need to find mine now. So he can grab his Batman and Robin terribleness and I can go.
You can play with your toys at the same time.
Yeah.
Not the exact same thing, but the exact same concept.
Yes, but mine was the cold suit. Yeah,
This is the Batman Forever one, yeah, or Batman. No, Batman the Animated Series one.
That's animated, right? Yeah. Yep. And mine was just the cold suit. It's the same one, but he's got gray instead of the red.
Yeah, I have a these are my like display like shelves. And I have one that's across the room that literally is all Batman, and now Batman's taking over this too.
This was technically my first Batman action figure.
That's so good.
But
yeah. Oh man, Rocketeer. Whoever's dropping Rocketeer, great movie.
Oh shit, Rocketeer. Yeah. Oh, look at you with your vinyl.
That was
in the dark, right?
That was a series that I'm actually bringing back eventually. So with one of my buddies, we were doing a series just called Craft and Comics, and so we were just talking about random stuff. And one of the episodes we did was like, oh, that was a comic book first, and our first episode that we did that was Rocketeer, because we were all exposed to the movie, and we forget that its first appearance is in issue 2 of Star Slayer.
Fucking crazy,
which is crazy, but
Whoa.
So that's what I love is like the trying to find comic book movies that I love that people forget that were based off of comics.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's neat. Oh yeah, you don't rep that series very often. What is the other things that you do?
The that series I was talking about.
Yeah,
comics. So Craft and Comics was when I first started with a buddy when I first started doing YouTube, and we would just do that. So like we talked about we'd pick a beer that would fit a topic. So like last one we did was like team ups, our favorite team ups.
I was just about to click that.
I didn't. Was it really? I thought it was.
I thought Tim Burton came up with him.
He did. But so we did that series, and we would talk about like beards and comics and things like that, and we were always trying to do stuff. He had to take a break during just all the stuff that happened during with COVID. So we're actually coming back. I think we're going to record an episode next week where we're doing slow sippers. Like, so we're talking like beers that you kind of just have to like slowly drink, as well as some like comics that take you a while to read, whether it's
Hickman,
whether it's writing, or whether it's Doomsday Clock, where it's supposed to come out and it doesn't come out in order.
Doomsday Clock because it's forced. Yeah.
So that's coming back. That series will be coming back. Where
we'll be on your channel, like your main channel, that you can check it out there.
Those are all. There's a playlist of those on my channel. So
cool.
And those were. I mean, we haven't done one since June, so those were pretty early into my YouTube days. So
last June?
No, this June.
This June?
Yeah. So I technically started in January, but then I didn't actually start until like mid-March with COVID. Once stuff hit, I was like, I should do this more often because I'm home.
Yeah,
where like my first,
that's what we
videos were like, I'll put out a video once a month and people will like and people will follow, and I was like, I'm dumb.
That's the subscribe button.
That's what we were like, hey, let's get together and once a month we'll post stuff.
Yeah,
Once a month we'll record stuff, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, so do you guys want to? Yeah, it was like, so maybe you want to like get together and talk, like.
Yep.
Do you want to just like not be separated from each other completely, like?
Yeah, no, that was nice. I'm glad that we accidentally ran into that because I like this format.
So could you like going through this like even 100 years ago where this kind of stuff wasn't possible, like?
Right?
Just
that would suck.
Yeah,
I don't want to glaze over the fact though that Nick's sitting at his desk chair rolling a roll of toilet paper.
Todd, that's not.
Did I say Nick? Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. You knew what I meant.
I did because I'm the only one unrolling a thing of toilet paper. It's because I don't believe in Kleenex in this house, or paper towel. So toilet paper is literally used for everything.
Man.
Yeah, I'm like if you will
Everything.
if you will spray Vicks vapor rub within a half-mile vicinity of this tissue, I will give you $5 more for it. Like at my house, it's like, oh man, tissue-wise, like yeah.
We like nice things, but I'm not going to pay for that.
Obviously, you like nice things. You're using toilet paper to clean up stuff. Like, man, that's hot commodity in a pandemic. That's like gold, right?
Yeah.
With gold bars.
Todd's being such a 1%er right now.
Yeah, I actually use a washcloth to wipe shit, and I use toilet paper to clean up everything else.
Yeah.
Honey, get the good stuff.
It's like, oh, it must be so nice.
Yeah.
Toilet. He can have toilet. Oh.
I just toss it out my window. It's like that roll had like maybe that much more. Whatever. That's not enough. Just toss it. Who the fuck cares?
I mean, Todd, the chat has some hot topic questions now that need to be answered. And
why don't I believe in paper towel? I do believe in paper towel, but in very rare circumstances. Because I'm a big towel user. So I will grab, if there's a spill or something, I'm grabbing a towel. I don't quite understand why you would use a disposable thing when I could just grab a towel and then wash it. I'm taking the paper out of paper towel and I'm just fucking using a towel. I don't understand when a paper towel is better than toilet paper, except for very rare circumstances where like I don't want fluffies behind and I'm trying to but why do you need paper towel? What the fuck does paper towel give you that a towel doesn't?
You reading all your comics digital now makes a lot more sense. It's all coming together. I'm a very non-wasteful person. I didn't mean that as a knock.
Oh, I know. I figured. It didn't sound like one. Are we doing a pants check?
And there's a pants check in there.
It's more for the person who had the paper towels, but yes.
Oh, you got shorts on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there we go. So pants check, 2 out of 3, and a pair of shorts.
Yeah, I listen. I like you guys, but I don't have pants that don't have buttons on them, so you're getting shorts.
Hey, that's how we get the views sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
how honestly, because I'm going to talk about digital because it was brought up. That is one of my favorite things about digital is that it's not wasteful. That there isn't that's why my main pull list is like my favorites, things that I really want to keep. But outside of that, when I'm buying all that stuff, I don't reread a lot of things because they're stowed away, and it makes me feel wasteful that I'm using a resource that doesn't need to be. Not saying that this doesn't use a lot of resources. There's a lot of strip mining happening for rare earth minerals to make this exist.
I was going to say,
I already have this. Like, this is a device I'm already going to have, whereas I don't have to keep buying paper comics. That being said, I still have a pull list. I love my LCS. I will continue to support them until, I can't because they're not there, which will never happen because I've been going there since I was 6. and I will do everything I can to make sure that doesn't happen. But I also am. I also believe that there's. Yeah, I am the CrossFit of digital comics, but it's also because I just really don't believe in like the waste. If it's not something I think I will really collect and care about in person, I'm more likely to reread it on digital or then not fill up my storage space and keep that nice and keep it with stuff that I really care about. So that's all. There's a lot of layers to why I like it a lot. It's not just because of anything for one reason. But yeah, same reason I don't like paper towel.
I respect it.
I like paper towel a lot.
I do too.
See, that's why I'm not like, fuck you, go digital. I'm like, this is why I like it.
No, I get it.
I do think you should use a towel more often. It is a lot less wasteful. Towels aren't very expensive.
Sure.
And I bet you each have a washing machine.
I don't know. I don't find a paper comic like to be wasteful, I guess.
No, that's fine. And that's cool because I don't think it is either. I don't think art is a waste.
No.
And I don't think books are a waste. I just see it as I'm going to get more use out of it as digital, and it's not something I have to have that way, so I can do it a different way.
Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair.
But it's one of those things where I'm like, but if you want it, you do it. Like that's.
No, I mean, I would totally buy a book that I loved and then like read it digitally, just to keep my hard copy safe, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And that is one of my things too. I have the physical, and then I will read the digital for rereads, so that it can just stay put and stay nice. I don't want to read. There's a Green Lantern. You can't even fucking see it. There's a Green Lantern #1 from New 52.
Yeah.
It's a 5th printing because I bought that for the same principle. I have 2 first printings of Green Lantern #1 from New 52 because it's very important to me just as a person. I don't even know if it's worth anything, but I want to keep them nice. So I had a 5th printing so that I could just loan it out. I could not care about it. I could read it a lot, and it could be something that I don't. Now I just have it on digital. It's the same idea. I don't have to fucking care about it. I can read it as much as I want.
Right.
Which makes sense. Hey, I need to hop off.
Oh yeah, it's almost 11.
It's almost 11. I've got prior engagement.
Tell the people where they can find you and all of that. And we'll also put descriptions in later.
Find me, Bearded Comic Bro. That's all you have to do. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Come hang out, talk, and just So I
watch them unbox boxes.
Yeah, I do unboxing once a week. I'll do interviews probably once a week, and then hodgepodge of something else once a week.
And who's the interview you have coming up?
This week, this one that's dropping Tuesday is with Stephen Prince, Monster Matador, and then I've got 3 or 4 more lined up within the next week that should be dropping here soon too. So
awesome.
So
go check him out. He's awesome. He's not as big of a dick as you think.
Only when it comes to game shows. Then I gotta step it up.
then the knife comes out.
It's not as bad as you think it would be.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
hopefully we'll have you on a drive-through again.
So good.
Have a good night. Enjoy your next stream.
Will do. See you guys.
Bye. All right. Sup, Burritoverse. Bearded. Burrited is when he's on burrito. He's burrited. Bearded is way cool.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Let's take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
I just put a rug in here and I already got beer on it. Literally first day.
Oh no! Did it really bring the whole room together?
It really did, man.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking A, man.
Really brought the whole room together.
But yeah, I don't know. I know that we're coalesce. Do you want to keep going, or are you wanting to wrap early?
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay. I have to pee. We want to know if disposable diapers or cloth I didn't see this before.
If you want to go to the bathroom now, I can sit here with nothing because I have nothing to talk about.
I will say I tried cloth, and it was a disaster, and we did disposable, and literally felt terrible the whole time. But it was two working people trying to take care of a baby. I didn't realize what cloth diapers I was getting into.
I read a lot of stuff this week, and one of the things I read was that.
Yep.
And just, oh man, oh,
careful.
There's just been a lot of good stuff lately. What else do I have up here? What's something that someone else has read? Oh, I got that. I still haven't put that away yet.
Can you check the private chat for me, Nick, real quick?
Yeah. And hold on. Yeah, I know.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I know. Flash.
Rug check? I don't know how to do a rug check without dismantling my things. But
it really tied the room together.
It really did. Yeah. So I'm going to go pee. You just talk to people, I guess.
So what's everybody like? I know there's a comic that I've missed this week because there always is. There's always one that for the longest time people are like, Nick, you need to be pulling this. Like it was Once and Future for the longest time, and now I just kept saying no, I don't need it. So I would like to know what is the one that I'm missing right now. Grief is Flash 762 was a great cover and awesome issue. It was a great finale. I think we're gonna talk about this Flash run a lot more. I think maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 years from now, 5 years from now for sure. It's gonna be a big deal. If you didn't read Williamson's Flash, you should do that for sure. We're doing all kinds of stuff right now that I can't. I love doing stuff I can't talk about. Philadelphia this week. Oh, Philadelphia. It's a book that I am trying not to fall too in love with. I mean, like Barnes is so quickly one of my favorite artists or writers from Philadelphia, and I read his Lando. It's so good. And Philadelphia specifically, it's like everything about it. I love the art from it. I love the writing. I love just everything about it. The jumps and everything it does, the twists, the turns. The last issue was phenomenal, and I that's one that I don't get early. I wish I did, but I do not get it early, and I'm really excited to read the next one and to see where it's going and where it's gonna go, because off to the races. It can do whatever it wants at this point, right? I mean, it can be as big as it wants to be, for sure. Scout is on fire. Yeah, yeah, they are. They are, for sure. I try to ignore some stuff like that. I think I'm definitely more into Image and Boom. And when you get a little more obscure from Image and Boom, maybe I personally fall off a little bit. And I know a lot of you are on more with Scout, AWA, and everything I've read from them, I absolutely love. But I'm more trade waiting, all that stuff. But Philadelphia specifically is I'm on par with that at this point. With Ice Cream Man, I'm not spending maybe as much money as I did with some of the other stuff. But I forgot I could jump him out. But with Philadelphia, all the new issues for sure, I'm kind of buying both A and B. I didn't really want to, but yeah, I am. Metal Shark, bro. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love it. I really do. I can't find much more in my life than what it is, but I do enjoy it quite a bit now. Yeah, what is it? Yes Men in Atlantis. I don't even know what those are. So the independent stuff is so much right now that I can't even keep track. There's so much good stuff coming out that it's like I have to drop or not even pull stuff that is just amazing. It's great stories, and I just can't get all of it. Comic book poser loves everything, right? No? Scout is on fire. He's still not there. One of these nights, he's just gonna leave and not even come back. He's gonna let me drink beer all night and be like, "It's all you." Who wants in? I can add anybody in. They gave me all this. I can send a link somehow. If anybody wants to jump on and talk about what books they like. Steve, you want in? I don't think we've ever had Steve or next guy. Nat, we've had you on, but Steve and next guy. If either of you guys want in on the stream, or Nat, I can figure this out, I'm sure. Somehow. I found a way to start it. No, I have no idea. Steve, you have so much good shit on just Facebook for pop culture stuff in general. I love following your stuff and seeing all of your updates. Oh, here we go. Invite. All right. Oh, there it is. Who wants in? Somebody let me know, and I'll let you in. There's a few people watching still. You can send me a DM on Twitter or a comment right now, and we'll let you in. And you can have a few minutes to talk about whatever comics you want. For something could be brand new this week or brand new next week. You could talk Department of Truth. You could talk about something that came out 10 years ago that nobody ever talks about, and it's one of your favorite things in the world. And it's just something that nobody ever talks about. Next guy, it is a perfect time to jump on right now. You jump on right now. Give me like 5 minutes. You tell me whatever your favorite book is that I have never read before and why I should read it. I have some time next week that I need to either read Invincible or I need to read something else. Oh, and Todd's back now. He's muted.
Sup?
There it is. I tried to get someone else on, and no one else wanted to come on.
Nat's not even gonna come on?
Nope.
What the hell?
Dice. She said dice. Todd's back.
back.
Steve,
Yeah,
I was this close to getting Steve on, I think. That close.
So close.
That close.
Canada, eh? Almost made it.
Almost made it. So.
New guy is naked. So what's been your favorite read of this week?
I mean,
I know we did our top 3, but that doesn't mean you didn't read
it. It would still be Williamson's Flash, and probably still Speed Metal was just
okay. I
and I'm willing to admit at this point that because of my personal reading, I've been reading Wade's Flash run for the first
Jen
time.
Says I'm okay, fine, I'm in.
All right. Well, I got the link. You can send it to her. Or
I got it.
Williamson's Flash, it's just I can't get away from it. It's just that's been it. I feel like 5 years from now I'm still going to be talking about it. And that's
why I said when I made it my top, this is going to be Williamson's Flash is going to be a thing.
It's just Barry Allen. It's Barry Allen. It's Barry Allen. Hey,
El Crudo.
He got it right.
What's up, man? Yeah, he did. He really did. I'm looking at what I read this week, and Williamson Flash is way up there. Speed Metal. And Unkindness of Ravens. I don't know if anybody's checked that out. It's Boom, I believe. It was the number 1. And it is really interesting. It's kind of like it's really hard to describe, but it's like witches in a small town kind of thing, kind of Salem-y, but modern. It's pretty cool. But it's just I don't know how you can top a 100-issue arc finishing up.
Yeah.
Top 100 issues.
And
it is our side of guac. Sup, Nat? How's it going? You want to? Do you guys? I was hoping that would be on tonight because I got a new D20 today.
Shut your face. You got a ring. Nice.
And I'll put it so the
Keanu keeps randomly yelling at me from the house. Bro, you were so close to a 20.
I know.
That first roll.
But yeah.
First roll was your best roll.
It's allegedly supposed to be weighted, and it's just as random as a D20 is, which I have spun it a lot today, and it has been pretty consistent. I've gotten a couple more natural ones than I have natural 20s, but it's pretty spot on. So yeah, that's my new wedding ring.
Nick, what do you think of that?
It's a D20.
That's fine.
I'm excited for. Oh my god!
Did you get it? It's blurry. Can't see it. Oh snap!
Got it. Natural 20. It's been really fun because we got new flooring in, so we've been redecorating and things like that. So Megan's been asking me decisions. So I've just been going like this and being like, "No, that's a bad idea. No, that's a good idea."
Now, what do you think, Nick?
I still don't like it.
They have other ones where it's actually just simple yes, no that you're rolling. I've seen those rings, and I think that's great that you have it.
I mean, I just have the permanent.
Does it skank?
Mine doesn't spin or anything. It's just.
No, I know. I can't. It was really blurry.
It says Jesse.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was also making a joke, but yes.
It was a funny
joke.
Hope
she doesn't hate me now.
I am excited to be able to while we're playing to go like this and be and just do a quick I can do a quick check and keep going, and it can be a little more stealthy. I can just no, that didn't work out.
So
or it could be for really pivotal moments.
I'm sorry?
And it could be for really pivotal moments, like a ring shot.
Yeah. Jeez, you would.
I'm taking a ring shot.
Can't. No. I really can't. Barbecue sauce, get down. I really can't wait to use my dice catapult more.
Yeah.
That looks really cool. I like that a lot. I didn't want to admit that I like that a lot,
so cool.
but I like that a lot.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
What's your read of the week, Nat?
Well, unfortunately, I've not been able to focus too much. So getting through even just a comic book has been really difficult. So I'm a tad behind. If anybody saw my cereal post today, I was having some cereal for dinner, and you can see my comic book stack is now a bin of my to-be-reads. But I've got a lot of time, so I'm going to catch up. El Crudo is definitely sitting on top, actually. And then followed by Adam and Eternity, and then everything else I need to be reading. And then my list for this week, for this coming up new comic book day, is I posted it already, and I'm really excited to see what covers come in, because my LCS is really like, they're always great about picking some of the best covers that they're like, oh, we think she's really going to like this one, or I've already liked it on their weekly post that they do. Nick, you see it on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
I love that they do that, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So, Todd, I know you're not really so much on Facebook, but so my shop,
social media, no.
They split their new comic book day post. They have a scan of like every single cover that's coming out, and they split it between the one big two that has the most, and I guess that's DC right now. And then they do another post of just like Marvel, and then all the indie stuff coming out, and it's just all based on images. And that's how a lot of people, they go to his shop. They're like dibs, 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 dibs.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really helpful. So I used it to go through it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Awesome. Awesome. And I didn't really count on it as my pull list initially, but it kind of started working out that way. But also at the same time, I was like, oh my God, what is that? Oh, I have no idea about this. And I immediately have to go start looking it up. And I found ways a lot that way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
So what was
just show up. I get my normal pulls, and then I just download it. I just buy and download whatever else has come out.
This guy. I'll be asking you more.
I don't miss anything.
No, you don't. You never do.
I know, like all the time. I would say every week I see at least someone going, "I couldn't get this," but it's never Todd. Like
it's never Todd.
every single week, no matter what it is, there is someone I see somewhere that goes, I couldn't get this. But it's never
lately, I think it's more just because
it's never Todd.
No, it's not. There's no line for me.
That way.
I force it. It's a weighted die. I make sure it happens.
Yeah, he gets whatever he wants.
So
it's great. It's nice. It's low pressure, but that means, and it makes it so every Wednesday I'm nice and surprised because everyone's like got their pull list and like this is what I'm getting. I'm like, I'll find out Wednesday what I'm getting because like I just go through the different shops. I go through Comixology. I go through the online stores. That's like my morning. That's why like I probably won't be on Discord from like 10:30 to like 1:30 because I'm making sure I didn't miss anything and doing all those and starting to read and all of that, and then I go on and be like, oh cool, yeah. I did grab that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. I already read it.
Nick, I did have a dice related question for you.
Okay.
If we can pivot for just a moment, please.
Yeah.
I know I tagged Comment Burrito in a thread today about what was it? Dice Creatives Recommendations, and is the hashtag. It blew up way bigger with a way bigger list of all these different dice makers like well below there. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And I was able to follow so many other dice makers, and it's so cool. Like, show your wife any shop and she's gonna be like, I want those. And then you're gonna pop up another shop and she'll be like, I want those too. The kids, they'll go crazy for it all. And you're gonna be like, no, because you're gonna lose your shit and you can't take care of it. So they don't get nice dice until they can take care of things.
I would bet against you. I would bet against what you just said and say that I would want to buy all those things.
She doesn't want in on that. I know you want it all already. But
I think Jesse would be if these were really nice looking books.
Yeah,
she'd have a hard time.
Maybe,
right?
Yeah,
as long as they weren't too expensive.
She doesn't care as much about that kind of stuff for sure. If it was a digital copy versus a hard copy, she would just want the copy. It wouldn't matter for sure. But yeah, I will definitely probably be getting some for myself. I need to play. First of all, I need to play D&D once. You know, I
wants all the dice, but hasn't played yet.
And I already said, like, if I can have the opportunity to play twice and I have fun, then I will put in $20 to $40 for some dice, and I will try it. But
okay, if you don't have fun, that's going to be the problem, right?
I wouldn't worry too much about that as much as just having the time to actually do it.
Okay.
If you don't have fun in 2 times, I will be telling you don't get to judge then until I'm DMing for you.
Yeah, that's how I would.
That's why I said too. It's more the just like, do I have the time to do this in my life? More than do I want to, or would I like this? It's just is there the time in my life to devote whatever hours of whatever day or evening to doing this? I'm sure I would love doing it. I've never denied that. Yeah.
Well, hey, Nick, I'll tell you this.
If a player doesn't devote nearly as much time as a DM. No, you just need to show up for 2 to 3 hours and you're all set. And then you can just...
I feel like D&D, I feel like if it was something that I got into when I was a teenager or something that like right now, it would be like, that would definitely be my thing.
I started playing at the age of 31, yo.
No, I'm not saying I'm too old for it at all. But
you're way past it, but I'm glad that you're giving it a shot.
35.
Yeah, I'm 36.
No, that's the joke. You're not supposed to know your age.
But I don't think it's my age at all. I just think I need to get into it and play it. I don't think I have the experience to do that. But the storytelling itself, I could have a lot of fun with as a DM. But I don't know how to play, so I need to. I want to like dip my toes in and just
Wes,
kind of come through it. What?
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
After 11, it becomes D&D burrito.
Yeah. I mean, the moment you have me on, I'm gonna pivot to dice.
Wes, you want to talk Three Jokers? What's going on? I heard a lot of going on about that.
Stop! I do not want to spoil it. You shut it.
What kind of jokes do the Jokers tell? Do they tell knock jokes? Do they tell
sometimes?
Apparently, it's a Jeff Johns joke, and it's not funny.
Oh, I heard that.
You would love it, Nick. Interesting. Of course, Nick will love it.
I did want to say though that my LCS is pretty they're pretty supportive of trying to ship if someone's like looking for a comic and they can't find it at their local shop. So, and Nick, I know you've gotten shipments from them before, and they always come into condition, right?
Oh yeah.
Except for the one that came in like fourths.
No,
it's not true. It's great.
No.
I'm
I
sure
was like,
wait
a second.
Yancey's great, and they've had stuff that for sure my local shops have not had.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Sure. I don't know why that was necessarily, but definitely I've gotten stuff from them that I could not get locally, and we have pretty good local shops. I mean, we have one shop specifically that's not my go-to place that pulls from all over the state, and I definitely get stuff from them that
Which one are you talking about?
Not the one that I
know
go.
You're
not the one that you go to.
I was saying you're talking about the one that's my least favorite.
Yeah, it's the one that wins the local talent things, and they probably shouldn't. But they have more locations.
They're the hipster store that's downtown.
Sure, that's fine. If you can't get it from somewhere else, you can probably get it there. Then that's great.
But if you pre-order, you can get anything.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true too. Pre-orders are so important, and I don't think people realize it. And I didn't at first, but now I do. Can you do me a favor? Can you click on Wes's comment, the bottom? I'm not signed in, I guess. So I have a question about this. Are you telling me that the Jokers don't even tell jokes in every single issue?
It depends. I mean, jokes to himself sometimes.
Do we need to do it? Oh, God. It's hard for me to do it.
Sorry, Nat.
Okay, hold on. Let me try.
Nat's going to fall over making this happen. Hey, there. Brief. That's it. You can freeze frame it. It's there.
I stand.
But no, the Joker, it's interesting because the mythology of the Joker isn't necessarily that he's funny. It's that he's funny to himself. So he doesn't tell jokes all of the time. Some versions of Joker tell jokes, and other versions of Joker think that what he does is jokes, and he's playing a joke on society and holding a mirror up to society.
Or is he Winston, Frank Sinatra?
Yes.
Ticklefoot.
Ticklefoot. That's all. Yes. Put a feather in their shoe.
Yo, shoot. God, when he pops up in the sand.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, it's so fucking good. Fucking Frank Sinatra.
Nicholas.
That's two.
You got a good face right now, Nick.
Huh?
You got a good face right now with that hat on. Where'd you get that cool ass hat, man?
AD Apparel. Also, you'll notice Star-Lord is wearing a "Something is Killing the Children" bandana now, and a very fantastic comic burrito hat.
Yes, we'll have more later.
I think Wes tried to make a joke. I don't get it.
Without Batman, crime
He
does
that a lot. He does that a lot.
He does that a lot. Wes and Sam and New Guy and Steve Hayner, what were your books of the week?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I had
classic Winston and CC mess around. Oh my God, so good.
I had a lot of other books that I'd like to talk about, but like there's going to be videos popping up soon about them that I can't. Like,
there's one we're not allowed to talk about until the 7th of October.
There's one There's one for sure we're not allowed to talk about, and then there's like a top 10 others that just I don't want to talk about.
I have something.
Oh,
how about?
Yeah, because we have 10 days of Halloween coming up.
Hey, no,
we've already talked about it.
Oh, okay.
That's not new. That they know that's a thing.
No,
shh.
It's okay, Nick. It's okay. We can talk about it.
Don't say it. The kids are gonna hear it. Oh my God.
They're not going to be scared now.
American Ronin.
Cole,
AWA released that whole free web issue, or it may not be the entire first issue. It may just be like
I think it's part of it, right?
Yeah, that's how they usually do it.
Yep.
So I started reading it, distracted, got to get back to it. It's bookmarked.
I did because you tweeted it, and then I'm very in. But I was also, they didn't need to do that. I'm going to get it. AWA put out something? Cool. Looks like I'm buying something.
I think I'm going to be trade
Until
waiting.
they fail.
I think I'm going to be trade waiting all of AWA, unfortunately, just depending how things go.
It doesn't take long, at least. You're not waiting a ton of time.
Yeah, that's true. But
for all the places, it's 4 issues, and then you're like, cool, there you
go.
Yeah, that's true. My LCS said that they're doing a really good price point on them as well.
Like $14.99? $9.99?
That's what I heard. Mm-hmm. So if AWA is doing that,
$9.99,
and if they can stick with that, right? If they can stick with that, then that whole price model is what?
If they stick with that, I'm probably going to have a trade of everything they put out along with everything so that I can have a physical, because I don't have physical AWAs.
Well, on the token of space and what you guys were talking about earlier with digital and stuff, that's kind of where I'm at, is I am going to have to start making some decisions for price point, but also because of space. I filled up my comic book cabinet real fast. And I'm not going to go to short and long boxes yet, because those are easier for Corey to pick up and move and hide from me. So if I can keep him in the cabinet, he can't move anything, and I get to keep him. But I may have to resort to digital, but also trades. Just trade waiting altogether is not a bad idea either, right?
No.
For the sake of space.
I mean, I have a lot of them that I really like, that it was like, there's too much good at this point that I just have to keep it down to that.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Todd?
I was showing my comic book storage.
Oh, Nick,
that's where my
make it bigger.
What?
I asked Nick if he can clicky and make it bigger.
I don't know if he knows how to do that.
Oh, is he gonna break it now?
Well, it's technically bigger.
There it is.
There you go.
Hey, very nice.
That's the comic book storage I made.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have your vinyl on top?
Yes.
You have a record player?
Nope. It's a Green Lantern record player. Yes. Because the office is now coming into a whole thing, because this is my new space. So that just got up a couple days ago. But when something doesn't fit in there, it goes into like long box storage and everything. So like I have like this, it's already have a lot that's not in there. So space is like starting to get limited, because I'm like, I either need to slow down on the physicals that I have, or I need to start unloading some of this back catalog that I have.
That's what I was also thinking, is like, I have a lot of random, unusual number ones that I picked up that I maybe didn't like. Outside of the stack that I sent you guys, I've started accumulating other stuff that I'm just like, you know what, this was cool, but I think others will appreciate this better. But like, that's a Wind number 1 first printing cover A, is in that stack one. I didn't even read it. But I was just like, this is cool. Oh, Nick's face. Look at Nick's face.
You didn't read Wind with number 1?
No, I didn't. It's still sitting in the to be read stack. I'm sorry. Oh, are you going to poop yourself? Because you look like you're going to poop yourself. Just let out the fart, man. You know what a fart is?
I usually mute the I usually mute it, at least. But
oh, that's what it was earlier.
You can read Wind later. That's okay. You're not missing anything at all. It's not good or amazing or anything.
Todd.
Yes.
Didn't I hear you say on this past Wednesday's
I don't know what you're talking about.
Comics that Wind number 4? Do things actually happen this time?
No, 3 it does.
Hey.
Four maybe not, but 3 it does.
We're a positive comic book video series where we don't knock on things very often, but Wind took like 3 issues to finally get going. What the fuck?
And what the fuck? I loved all 3 of those issues, but that's fine.
Trade wait.
Nope. But
if you haven't bought it yet, fucking trade wait.
Oh, for sure.
For
sure. No regrets. But yeah, for sure. At this point, you're only one away.
Okay, is this the quote you're talking about? Because it's animated series, correct? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's animated series. Fuck you, Wes. we weren't talking about epidemiology of your quote. I'm pretty sure it's animated series, but I could be wrong.
Well, it was only on you guys because I would never know unless it was.
Yeah, that's not on that.
In it.
This is your fault.
Sam's comment here, I really like that. That's actually really cool. I leave some extra comics in the barbershop because that's where I fell in love with comics 40 plus years ago.
That's amazing. Ooh. Also, how are you like 45?
Yeah, wait, what?
You're aging very well, my friend.
Me?
No, Sam King. If he's fell in love with comics 40 plus years ago.
I kind of thought Sam King was younger than I was.
Well, you didn't age very well.
That's fair. That's
cooler than you.
that's definitely fair.
What, Nat?
I said it's probably just because he's way cooler than you, bro.
It probably is.
That's again fair.
Cole would have got 48. Man, good on you, man. That's obviously good poutine living and all of that. Because I would have guessed like mid-30s.
Is that the
good
secret?
Job, man.
Is that the secret, poutine?
Is Canadian and poutine.
See, and I always say my secret is Indian magic because I'm American Indian. So, you know. I'm often
Am I not right?
In my mid-20s. That's why. Cole would have got it. That's how I hear Wes saying it. Oh, I miss
Cole would have got it.
We miss Cole too.
Well, we miss him, so whatever.
I like it. I like Cole.
I like money.
I like money.
Hey, I'm baiting.
Cole's fine. Cole's fine.
For sleep now.
Also, Wes never answered my question. It's not from the animated. So what the fuck is it from? I don't think Wes knows, and he's doing that whole like, oh, you don't know? I'm not gonna tell you.
I
can't grow up, Wes. I stopped growing at 5'2". I've tried growing further up. It doesn't work.
You and Megan are the same height. That's
5'2" and change.
5'2" and change.
It matters.
I'm 5'2" and a half.
Well, I didn't catch the actual number, but it's
I'm 6'1", almost 6'2". What?
Terrifyingly tall.
Terrifying, which is funny because it doesn't feel that tall because Nick and I have both worked with a 6'7" guy.
Yeah, no, Todd is like about my size. And
I'm just barely taller, but I slouch.
Yeah, I always think of you as shorter than me, but we're about the same size.
Literally everyone does, and then I stand up straight, and people are like, "Oh, you're like 6'2".
Like, oh yeah, you're pretty tall.
It is funny. All throughout my life, people are like, "You're really that tall?" And then like I stand up, and they're like, "Oh." Yeah. I come across as like a 5'10".
Maybe when you're like not standing in any other position other than standing, your body.
I'm 80% legs.
Oh, bro, you get so much stuff falling.
I'm 80% legs, 10% head, and then 10% torso.
But does it like scrunch like accordion style when you sit down? That's why.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Sam's got a good quick fire question in there.
First comic you remember reading, go.
Unbeatable Squirrel Girl beats up the entire Marvel universe.
First comic I remember reading would probably
The first I remember reading, I know it's not my first comic. The first I actually remember reading is Nightfall. And I've talked about this. Nightfall was like my first foray into comics. Hi, barbecue sauce. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. I will learn your cats somehow, even though they're fucking twins.
She's just demanding some attention, so I let her have the chair for a little bit.
I'm trying to learn from personalities more than looks, because looks ain't gonna get me anywhere.
They have different eye colors, and their back leg stockings are a little different.
But I can't really see that very well on. I don't want to be on stream, Mom.
I would probably be Dark Knight. Like Frank Miller.
Whoa.
Maybe.
You trying to be cool like me?
I'm trying to think of like first ever.
I just know Nightfall's not my first, but I can't remember anything before that.
Yeah, I can't remember anything like
so it's you can remember reading
Dark Knight Returns, maybe Watchmen, like as far as like the ones that I remember. I'm sure I read something before that, but
yeah,
the one that like you remember,
Bazooka Joe.
Yeah,
from the gum.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Yes,
Calvin and Hobbes.
Honestly, it's probably it.
Garfield, Far Side, maybe on
Far Side.
You know?
Yeah. Wes has an answer. I don't know that.
Oh, that's cool. You still have it. Mine is my father's, so I don't get to own it until something bad happens.
Wes, I'll give you $2 for it.
Sam, what's your first comic that you remember reading?
Yeah,
I worry asking since it was so long ago, but you're way cool, so I feel like you'll totally remember.
Was it chiseled on stone?
I feel like it just wasn't that like big of a deal to me, so it wasn't like
it wasn't impactful.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that big of a deal, but that was your origin story.
Yeah.
There's no Nick without whatever it is.
You know?
Wow, good way to start. I'm going to assume he's talking to all three of us.
I think it's just me.
Oh, cool.
That's really
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's a good one, Steven. For Sam,
GI Combat featuring the Haunted Tank. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm assuming GI Joe related?
I hope so.
There you go, Todd. You get some full face from barbecue sauce.
Oh, hey, though, barbecue.
Wow.
And it's green versus brown eyes?
Wow.
She's got orange pumpkin eyes.
Orange, sorry, not brown.
Yeah.
The other cat's green?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, can you tell me
pumpkin, not orange.
Dog, debate? Oh. What were the points? Like, was it was just like which one was better, right?
It was. It's vague as a good debate should be, where it's what's better, quote unquote. So it was Pizza Dog. He's more grounded. Part of like a series where he got his whole he had one comic dedicated to him. It's yeah. Yeah, sounds like
Nick
sounds like but just P count, not P count 1. Damn it, he's so bad at this. So
but
upsetting.
He made it that far. We have to give him cookies for that. Okay?
Yes, you do need to, but then he starts the live stream before we can talk to the person we're talking to.
I was like, wow, you guys started early. Okay, because I posted a 2-minute warning. But that's funny.
Nick getting to have some power.
You gave him that power.
And then no, he just figured it out on his own. He says that we taught him. We did not. We had no intention of letting Nick be able to do that. That's never in the cards. No, so and then it was Lion Cat actually having like abilities and being useful. And honestly, he made I believe Bearded crushed Pizza Dog with what was actually like debated. His Lion Cat is superior in terms of like Lion Cat can do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you bring Lion Cat to like the debate and you can know if someone's lying or not. That's pretty handy. Pizza Dog's just a really good dog, which I love Pizza Dog. I don't want to like, I'm not going to shit on Pizza Dog, but Lion Cat is Lion Cat, and it's hard to, in my opinion, disagree with that. Chat went for Pizza Dog, but then both judges went for Lion Cat.
Who were the judges? I know Poster was one. Who was the other?
Poster was one, and Cade, one of his 17-year-old debate student, was the other.
This is a good experience for him.
Yeah.
How will I use debate in the real world? Well, son, one day there's going to be a comic book debate show. And you're going to be it as a judge. Where will it be, father? Oh, it's going to be on a place called the YouTubes. It sounds
Oh my!
a little terrifying, but I guess I shall.
Why am I tubing something? It's a me tube?
I gotta get this.
No,
chair
it's
back.
YouTube. It's me tube?
No, son. Oh, sorry, son. I kicked her in the face a little bit.
And then everyone, welcome to Tuesday nights with me and Nat doing D&D.
Yeah. It's a nice little preview of what Tuesday nights are going to be like.
I am wanting to rap soon, and since he started without me, I kind of want to rap without him.
He's going to come back.
So,
we could both just lean out of the frame, though.
Adrian did have some good points, for sure. I just think that Bearded did the better job. So I am going to wrap this burrito since we're almost at midnight, getting tired. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a fantastic night. So thanks for getting wrapped up with us. I'm Todd.
I'm Nat, the guac.
Yeah. And this has been Comic Burrito, a live stream. Have a good night, everybody.
Podcast, too.
It's not on there anymore. Bye.
Bye.